Azula and the Spirit Temple is set to come out sometime next month, but today we received 8 preview pages in preparation for the full release. By just looking at these preview pages at first glance, it does look really interesting, but I am a little nervous at the same time. This whole marketing campaign behind this comic book has been hyping up a potential redemption arc for Azula. I know a lot of people don't really want this, but they're doing it. Since Azula is still really young and has some redeeming qualities, it's not the worst idea we've seen in this franchise. I do feel like it's necessary we talk just a little bit about where Azula's character was last seen, since I know a lot of you guys don't really follow the extended universe as much as you do the animated stuff. Azula's character was last left off breaking out of the insane asylum she was in and forming a small group of people from said insane asylum. Azula's goal with this group of people is basically just finding ways to manipulate Zuko into becoming her ideal Fire Lord, one that would rule the nation with fear like Ozai did. She knew her chances of becoming Fire Lord were basically slim to none, but if she could manipulate Zuko into doing things that she would have done as Fire Lord herself, in a sense, it would be as if she was the Fire Lord, almost like ruling a nation under another identity. She's keeping her identity safe, just like you guys are about to do with today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by Cloaked. Cloaked is a game-changing app designed to help users create instant online identities while protecting their personal information from potential threats and spam. Still, Cloaked is more than just a security tool. It's a solution that enhances and optimizes your digital life. Whether you're super tech savvy or just a casual internet browser, I can guarantee you that Cloaked has something for you. If you're an online shopper like myself, then your email has been spammed many times by different promotional materials. Cloaked fixes this right up by generating new emails and phone numbers directly for you. You have the option to choose whether you want these emails to redirect to your personal email or you can just keep them inside of Cloaked. This also works for creating social media profiles like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and if you want an ultra safe password as well Cloaked has you covered. And starting in October, you can even Cloaked pre-existing accounts automatically. Cloaked is your gateway to a spam-free inbox and a secure digital identity like never before. From September 11th to October 3rd, Cloaked will be in closed testing with a waitlist. But for my audience, I have an exclusive offer for you guys. Visit cloaked.app/avatarist to bypass that waitlist and use my code avatarist for 20% off for the first 3 months. But you do need to be on desktop in order to claim this offer. After that, you can still use a mobile app like normal. Don't miss out on this opportunity to enhance your online security and privacy with Cloaked. Your digital identity is your superpower, and guard it with Cloaked. The preview pages start off with Ty Lee and some Fire Nation guards fighting Azula's new group. It's really nice to see Ty Lee getting some of the spotlight again. It is just a little weird now that she's a part of the Kyoshi Warriors, but she isn't wearing their traditional makeup. I don't know if that's a mistake with the art, or maybe even that's the reason it's been delayed so many times. Ty Lee ends up chi blocking this character named Chiyo, but a couple more members of Azula's squad jump in and try to save her. This girl right here is kind of putting the moves on Ty Lee. We even see a little bit of lightning being generated here, which leads me to believe that this one's probably Azula. I don't know when Ty Lee got the ability to react to lightning, but here she is somehow reacting to the lightning and getting out of the way of it really fast. Team Azula is like, yeah, I don't know if we can win this. I don't know if we can save our friend yet. So they decide to retreat. You get this pretty cool shot of Azula making a wave of blue fire and setting this entire forest into flames. Later that day, Azula's squad regroups at a campsite. This girl right here is trying to think of a way to rescue Chiyu, but Azula really isn't interested in rescuing her at all, and tells this person that casualties are just a part of war. We're not going back for her. Really goes to show you that these people all come from the same place and went through pretty similar experiences, and they all consider themselves more than soldiers. They're friends, but Azula is just wired differently. Her mental state may seem better now, but she's still the same cruel person we saw in Avatar. This next set of pages seem to be from a different part of the book because we skip to Azula in what I'm assuming is a dream state or maybe some sort of vision. She finds herself on a beach and sees her entire family in front of her, but there are some huge changes here. For starters, everybody's happy. You have Iroh here, her mother's here, Ozai's here, Zuko's here, but without his scar. And I believe this is Chan's friend. It's a little weird to see him and not Chan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this guy didn't even talk to Azula, or at the most he said something mean to her. Also, is that Sozin and Azulon? I don't even think it's possible that Sozin could be alive during this, but Ozai guy calls over Azula and is like, hey, Azula, my favorite child. Poor Zuko, man. Iroh joins in and calls her the conqueror of Bossing Say. Zuko's like, Azula, you're the one who killed the Avatar, single-handedly ended the 100-year-long war. Ursa reminds her that she's the Fire Lord. Chan's friend is acting like a Valorant E-dater. Things are pretty weird, but to me at least, this is Azula dreaming her ideal world. It's kind of touching to see that in her ideal world, Zuko never gets banished, he never gets burned, her mother is there, Ozai is a little nice to everybody. Seriously, why is Sozin there? Is it even possible for him to even know her? No, it's not even possible for him to be alive. Why is he there? It's weird. Azula ends up realizing that this is just a little bit too perfect. She's like, no, the Avatar is alive, right? I can't remember. Ursa pulls her away, looks her in the eyes, and tells her she's proud of her. In this moment, Azula is confused, but she's also the happiest she's ever been. But off in the distance, Ty Lee spoils everything for her. She's like, you know, this isn't real, right? As if your mom would ever be proud of you. Oh, it's actually so sad. They're really trying to humanize her right here. They're really trying to set up this redemption arc. Mei is over here being the bearer of bad news, which surprisingly actually makes a lot of sense. She was the one who never feared Azula. She always gave it to her straight. She did it in real life, and now she's doing it in her dreams. On the final page here, Azula wakes up from her dream confused. She's dazed. She's kind of out of it, but someone barges in and this character is surprised, almost scared that the dreams didn't give Azula peace, and they kick her out of the room. Since Azula says so much for welcoming weary travelers, it leads me to believe that she went here after something really traumatic happened, hoping to seek some answers. Now, I'm not talking about the whole Fire Lord situation or anything like that. Since I'm not one of the cool people who received review copies of this book from Dark Horse, I actually have no idea what's happening. So I'm going into this just as blind as you guys are. But here's what I'm willing to bet. The group that Azula built and probably got a little bit close to left her to go rescue Chiyu, or they just kicked her out entirely, leaving Azula yet again alone and finally seeking help and taking some responsibility for once instead of just blaming everyone around her. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of those preview pages. And also let me know if you guys want me to cover the official release. Please leave a like as it does help out the channel a lot. And once again, thank you so much to Cloaked for sponsoring today's video. The link will be in the description down below along with the pinned comment. And I'll see you guys Friday with maybe another video and the Avatar Quest for Balance livestream. Alright, bye guys.